Good morning, everyone. It is Monday. What day is today? December 16th. Man, halfway there, halfway there. What are you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing great. I am gonna kind of share my slide deck. Oh, not that. There we go. See it either. Hold on. Technical difficulties. There we go. All right. Welcome to We Partners Network, or We Huddle. Every Monday at 9 o'clock Central Time, we huddle together, share wins, and you know, last week we had our EXP North Texas holiday party. If you missed it, well, you have some FOMO because we had a great time and it was great to meet with people and just connect. TPT team had their appreciation banquet, so glad to have Teresa and Shelly have their events and just be there and just kind of share with their partners their excitement for 2025 growth. Today, if you don't know, every Monday, our leader partners have a Mastermind Mondays. That's at 10 o'clock Central Time, right after this huddle. Cliff Freeman, if you don't know Cliff Freeman, he is here in Dallas, Texas. He has over 12,000 plus partners with his organization. So come and check that out, and we can. So, all right. You guys hear me okay?
Yes, we
Okay.
can.
All right. Give me 1 second. Sorry. So today we're gonna have Judy Wang take over and give us some tips on sharing kind of personality profiles, just kind of behavioral profiles to help with dealing with clients and also just negotiating. So she's gonna be teaching some stuff today. Today, this evening, around 4:30 to 7 o'clock, we're gonna have kind of a strategic planning, planning your 2025. Sadaf is hosting it. I'm here to support her and her team. So if everyone is welcome to come. So if you're in the area in Plano, welcome to stop by. It'll be a good gathering, just kind of getting together and just kind of planning our 2025. Houston, if you're in Houston this Friday, and if a group wants to go down there, carpool, please let me know. I might not be able to make it, so if any leaders can step up and go support the other team down in Houston, it'll be in Katy, Texas. It'll be from 6:30, and just let us know if you can make it, so I can kind of coordinate that with the team down in Houston. December 23rd, we are having our little holiday white elephant gift exchange, potluck, karaoke, just having some fun. Since I'm in town, decided like, hey, let's have a gathering. So for those that are in town in Dallas, please come on by. It's a Monday. If you have kids, school's out, just come and enjoy. Bring a cool dish. If you can't make a dish, just let me know. We have a fund. You can help contribute towards the prime rib. I'm gonna make some. I'll probably make two prime ribs. So let me know so we can get more items. If you want lobster, you can help fund the lobster. Just let us know. All right. So I'll cook those things. I'll do my Costco run. All right. January 8th, important date. We actually have two things going on that day. EXP North Texas has an event. We'll put the slide next time. But commercial. If you're commercial focused, this is something you should not miss if you're in Dallas, Texas. If you're in the other states, fly in. We have other people flying in. We have Eric Clark from Atlanta, Keith Andrews from Alabama, Melissa Jackson, EXP Commercial from Idaho, flying in as guest speakers. Bill is in Dallas, and then Cliff Bogart's our designated managing broker for Texas, speaking, and of course our leader partner Jim Wong. So, and then we'll have other speakers. We'll do deal making sessions. So please come to that. Lori's going to have a self-defense course January 10th next year in Highland Village. So please scan the QR code and invite, everything we have, please invite and share. If you can't even make it, just please share. Fast cap. The January 8th is already sold out or already booked out. January 29th is the next one. This is for the residential fast capping, how to cap faster. This is a great free course that EXP has provided. So please hop onto the course. If you don't know where to go, expuniversity.com. Everything's there. There's different links, different things going on. Cabo. I know that Teresa, Shelley, I think Paul, a ton, other leaders are going to, maybe Brandon and Jennifer, and others are going to Cabo. So please get your tickets as they're going fast. Ed Milet, Tom Ferry will be guest speakers. So it is going to be sold out pretty quick. EXPCon, Montreal. I know there's some have shared that they're going to go to Canada. Barcelona's in the picture, and then of course Miami. So make sure you get your early bird tickets before they go quick. University, as I was sharing, please check out the EXP University. They're always updating it. There's always new things going on. So please share this to your group so they know that there are great classes to take. And if you guys want to do a hybrid, come to the office. Say, hey, I'm Daniel. I'm going to do this class. Can we put it on the screen? Perfect. Can we zoom it out? Sure, we can do that. You just got to take charge. Let us know what you want to do. Of course, join our Facebook community, our WhatsApp announcements, and then, of course, our website's being updated constantly. We have a calendar now. So instead of just having flyers for dates, we have a calendar connected to that. So we're constantly updating that. If we're missing anything or there's something that's really important that needs to be on there, please let us know. Jennifer and the team can update that. That is it for me on announcements. Gonna take it away. I'm gonna step off. My wife just tried to call me. So Paul, if you can take charge.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for the announcements. And yes, I will be in Cabo, and I'm looking forward to giving money for next week's deal at your office because I'm not going to bring a dish. So Jennifer, tell me what I got to do there. My name is Paul Roberts. I am a recovered insurance agent. My sponsor was Colin Hugh. Thank God for Colin saving my life. No, I'm kidding. I loved insurance. I loved every part of it. It was a blast, but I am recovered. Man, what you speak matters. Big wins for us. Big wins. Since I got here and I sat at that table as Colin as my sponsor with Daniel and Calvin in that office there, I told those gentlemen that I wanted to build a business of real estate agents. That was a year ago. And what I mean by that is I'm going to build folks that are going to own 10, 15, 20 properties, buy and hold, flips, you name it. And my passion is age 30 on down to teach that group. That's my daughter's generation, and I think it's the greatest generation. And I want to teach them how to own property. And so that's been my passion since I got into this business. I've been speaking it. Carolyn Richter, my office manager for the last 10 years, she goes, how are we going to do it? I said, I don't know, but I'm just going to keep speaking and it's going to work. And it keeps working. A couple of weeks ago, Brian Clark went to an incredible meeting. Then he invited me. I learned a lot of stuff about it. Last week, here's the thing about, I just want to say this to everybody about recruiting. Building is such a rush. It's the passion behind it is just, it gets you out of bed. It fires you up. It gets you excited about life. It moves you in directions you wouldn't understand. I love transactions. We all need to do transactions. Transactions are great. That's how we all feed ourselves. That's transactions are amazing. I love transactions. I don't want anybody to stop doing transactions. However, add recruiting if you're not, because it is the lifeline of your life. I'm telling you, the best friends I've had over the last 20 years have all become from people that I've recruited. And it just does something to you. It wakes you up in the morning. Last week, I believe I have recruited a mammoth fish, if you will. And he's joining the team. He's already been flipping homes for many years. And him and I worked together 25 years ago, recruiting doctors. And he's an amazing man, and he's giving everything he's learned about flipping to me and my good friend Brian Clark and Carolyn Richter, and teaching us more about it. He's coming on board. He got his license kit. He is a recruiting machine and a transaction machine. So I'm excited. That's a huge win for us. That's what recruiting does to you. It wakes you up. It gets you fired up. It's like, yes, I got this man that's going to join my life, and we're going to run faster together. We're going to run stronger together. And I absolutely love it. So that's my huge win for last week. And I appreciate everybody listening to me there. All right. Who's got a win? Raise those hands. Andy from Colorado. Talk to us, my friend.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Thank you for putting this meeting together every Monday again, right? I like to get on this. I get my energy from you guys. I see what you guys do, and I try to do something similar, if not the same, right? Danny was always teach, coach, just duplicate. You don't have to go figure it out yourself, right? So speaking of that, I'm putting a meeting, a networking meeting together with a lawyer and title company. I'm actually driving to meet the title company lady right now on trust and tax planning. So that will be my first attraction event in Denver. Actually, I had one in March, but this is my first one in 25. I'm trying to lay some plan down and make sure that it hits. So I'll have a successful 25, and then I'm behind on the traction. I understand Paul said it really right. Transaction is great, but I cannot not focus on the attraction side of things. And you mentioned that you met somebody you met 20 some years ago, and I hope I will meet somebody 20 years ago and pick them up again. Okay, that's the beauty of a relationship, right? Because you can live off, and then later on, but at the right time in life, you join together again, do the things again.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, and I'm just coming to Dallas this week, so whoever is going to be there, Paul, I'll see you again, and whoever I haven't met, I will see you in Dallas.
I can't wait to give you a big old hug when you get here, man. I'm glad you're coming. And you're not behind in attraction. Don't say that. You're ahead because you're speaking it, baby. Anna can too.
Good morning, beautiful people. Everybody looks so nice this morning, fresh on a Monday. Yeah, just to enhance what you just said about recruiting, we are at this great brokerage where we don't get to just make money out of transactions, but also recruiting. And I'm going to tell you guys, with the people that I have under me, which is not a lot yet, but just being able to see those checks come in, right, every time they have a closing, it helps you with a utility bill, so it's amazing if you don't have like closings happening where you have money coming in, or if you get sick. So it's not, it's multiple sources of income that you can be making here at EXP. So I love that. And also, like, whenever you're recruiting, you're building those relationships, just like Paul said. Like the people that I recruit, I just don't let them on the wayside. We have a bi-weekly meeting where we all get together and just share ideas. So I just want to leave you guys with that. And the biggest win that I have for Cynthia and myself, this Friday, we're going to be interviewing Susan Semmelman. She's an interior award-winning designer. She's got a huge office space in Fort Worth. Her interior designing space is beautiful. We're going to interview her. She wants to come in and meet luxury agents in the area. So we're going to be hosting an event pretty soon at her space. And I'm going to be inviting, a lot of you guys that want to learn more about interior designing and how we can help our clients. So we are so excited about that. And that's all I have for this Monday.
That's beautiful. That's not all you have. That was tons. That was great. That was amazing. Yeah, the relationships you build, Anna, are phenomenal. I got Angie Owens here right now. Her and I we go back 20 years. The stories we could tell y'all, we could have y'all rolling, crying, laughing at the stupid things her and I did to build our other business. And
let me just add one more thing.
Yeah, please.
I've been following this lady on Instagram for a year. Okay. Every time I see some of her beautiful work, I say something. And we went up there and, it's only by appointment only, but it was open. So we made ourselves in. And we're like, is Susan available? And then, of course, they're like, no, she's in meetings. So we asked if we could take some videos. So we did. And then along comes Susan like 30 minutes after, and she's like, I know you. You're like family. You're always like commenting on my beautiful stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, like the fact that she called me family, you guys, and I've never met her. I mean, that's how you build a relationship when you genuinely care about someone. And it pays off. I mean, I've been following her a year, and she's like, I want to do something with realtors. Let's put something together, and we're getting the opportunity to interview her this Friday, so it's exciting.
Thank you for motivating us. That's good right there. Raise those hands. Who's next? Who wants to share their win? Who wants to share their victory? Raise them high. Raise them high. Alexis, mom, come on. You got something. I called you. I called you.
Let me unmute myself here.
What'd you say?
Well, let's see. I've got a house up for sale. So I've been living in it, but also running around and trying to keep it clean, picked up. Doing open house. We've done one. So yeah, I had a rental and sold it last month or so. So yeah.
Big
Good
wins.
stuff. Good
Big
stuff.
wins. You know how many people would love to have those wins?
I do. I do. So still learning and still appreciate the group and the connects. So busy time with the holidays, but again, it's so nice to be able to come on and listen and share and just keep going. Just keep pushing.
We got Mr. Ng back.
How are you guys? Yes, when the wife calls, you got to pick up. So yeah, win. I guess the big win is my daughter, Elizabeth. She is done with the Prestonwood Gift of Christmas show. They did 14 shows. And before that, we had practices and just dropping them off, picking them up, and just being an Uber parent. I mean, for those that have, tons of kids or one or two, it's not easy. And then because, my wife, her vision, she can't drive. So like literally now I understand how she feels picking up in the afternoons with the traffic and then the kids' activities and all that. So get to understand, for those moms out there that, really pick up the kids a lot. I understand. So that was a win. And just you guys being here, seeing y'all's faces, the excitement, the leaders, I can't imagine 4 years ago when it was just Judy, Calvin, and I were like on our Zoom call or meeting at the office, like, what are we doing? And then but you guys start popping up, new faces every day. We have Maritza on the call. She's probably driving. I didn't know she lives in North Rockwall, so it takes her an hour and a half to get to places, hour and a half to get to places sometimes. Judy Rathby, out in Fort Worth. We got Jenny Gonzalez down in Houston, just trying to settle in back in Houston and, with everything and just hearing you guys. So my win is just to, be connected with you guys and just continue to build our family. Sometimes we have to make kids to make families, but we don't have to here. We just find our family, find our partners. So just continue to grow and help each other out. Heard that one of the ARIA presidents in Atlanta passed away this weekend. Not good news. So just pray for that family. And yeah, so there's a lot of things that goes on in life, and good or bad. We always make sure we care for those, whether in an organization or not, or friends that we know. We're here to try to support. Last Thursday, I do my impact little video and think about how are we impacting around us? How are we impacting our own family? How are we impacting the community? How can we be an impact to others? So just remember that as we go about the holiday season. Not everyone has, a home. Not everyone has, food on the table. And just remember those that need help. right? And not charity, but just more like maybe guidance, right? Sometimes it's not just the monetary, it's just kind of guidance. How can we be a guidance? So tonight, Sadaf is hosting a kind of like another. I'm guessing it's more for young professionals. They're in their 20s, so their crowd is going to be young professionals. How can we impact the younger generation? So, welcome to coming to that. That'll be at 4:30 to 7. So if you want to help and you want to speak or you want to kind of give guidance, please, you're always welcome. So, who's next? Let's raise those hands. Or I'm gonna call out. I'm gonna call Teresa. She's smiling, got that big smile.
I
Share
saw
some
that.
wins.
I saw that coming. I so sorry. Oh my God, he's gonna call my name. Okay, big wins. I've been on this call just a few times. I apologize. I finally put it on my calendar, and because every Monday morning is my workout time. Actually, in the past 4 years, every Monday morning at between 8:30 and 9:30 is my workout time with my personal trainer. And last week I had my Monday morning workout time because I have this meeting with Daniel. So today I actually went at 7:30 to finish my workout before this meeting so that I can be here at 9 o'clock.
The big
So
win.
that's the big win already, right? So now I don't have other excuses to miss this meeting. So I'm so excited to be a part of this group. I cannot tell how excited I am more about it. I cannot tell more. Anyway, so this whole week, lots of things going on. Literally, I have been going to Christmas parties and celebrations every day, every night. You know, they're title companies, they're my own group. Thanks to Daniel, who joined us and helped us with our Christmas celebration for our TPT group. And also a couple of other events and the North Texas Christmas event. So this whole week was a Christmas celebration. I have not had a single dinner at home the whole week. So business wise, there are good and bad news, kind of mixed. I actually had a couple of offers that fell through. So that's not a win, but I just want to give you an update on the market. Buyers are finding every excuse to back out. I guess they feel like maybe next year there'll be a better deal or whatever for whatever reason. We literally had 2 deals fell through this week, but it's okay. So one of them we immediately got another offer, but we're still in the negotiation. We haven't executed yet. That's one of them. A good news is that one of my buyers that have been looking, they finally signed a contract with the builder. And today I just got literally on the phone, on the call, I saw an email coming in that he got approved by the lender of the builder's lender. So he's gonna go with the lender, go with the builder on the lending side, on the finance side. So that's a good news. And then there's just so many things going on. And thanks to Daniel for inviting me to the Christmas thing. It was wonderful. And I see all the little kids on the big box. And to be honest, I really couldn't tell which one, but they're all so cute. And the Christmas spirit just brings you back to your core, you know, think about your soul, think about what we have to be thankful during this a holiday season, right? You know, you see, you know, I don't know if all of you are Christians, but as a Christian, that every time it brings me back to the birth of Jesus Christ, it just makes me my heart warms. And then since the show until now, this morning when I get in the car, I just can't stop singing all the Christmas songs. So I'm happy that we're all here and we're all healthy. We're thankful. That I'm sorry to hear that someone passed away this weekend. I don't know who that is. I don't know if I know him or her, but I'll find out because I just joined ARIA DFW board, the e-board, and we just had a meeting. I hope that's not one of the ones that I just saw. So I'll find out and I'll follow up with them. And it's tough during the Christmas season to have bad news like that. But other than that, thanks everyone. I'm so happy to be here and so happy to see you and hear all your exciting stories and big wins. And I hope I'll be like you one day, tell you all the good news every Monday.
That's good. Thank you.
That's it.
Well,
Merry Christmas, everyone.
yes, Merry Christmas to you. Well, I want to give a shout out to Yen Tan for showing up, always being there, helping. Last week also like peek at my kids, because so I can make it to the EXP holiday party, and then he came afterwards. So just people who help out, and then for Shot, he's smoking outside. Yeah.
Oh shit! Sorry. Smoking outside. I'm in a patio.
It's all right. Well, and Prashad, Prashad picked up my son from Kung Fu, and just people, seeing the text and helping out. And it's hard for me to, ask for help. But I'm glad that you guys were able to help out. And everyone else too. I know that, if you were near my office or near my house or near where my kids are, you would do the same. I know that. Another win is we do have patio furniture outside the second floor. We got some new furniture, so ready for that. So if anyone else wants to share some wins before Judy takes it away, anyone else? Kenya, yes.
Well, of
Digital
course,
hands or physical hands? Yes.
yes. Of course, the win for me is being here, part of EXP now, having the support and just guidance from this group. It's so exciting. So that's my win.
Thank you, Kenya. We're happy to be part of the We Partners family. Yes, powered by EXP, but it's what we do as partners that really create something together. I always stress that EXP is the platform. That's the back end stuff. It's what we do with it, and you have to think about that. What can we do with the platform that allows us to? Anyone else? Jennifer?
Yeah, so some of our wins, so Brandon and I, we have an investment home and we've been renovating it and it's almost done. Brandon's actually there right now and he just texted me that it looks great, so we're so excited to get that on the market. My grandmother is also done with chemo. She only has so that's been a big win. She just has one more session of radiation and we're good. We're good. So that's a huge win for us. Just really looking forward to 2025. We recently had a meeting together as a team, and I'm really stoked. And just being part of this entire team around these amazing people has been a win for me because it definitely has given me another outlook and perspective on life that I never thought I would really have. And I'm just more optimistic, and it's been good. Those are my wins.
Good. Jennifer, glad you're part of the family and just helping with the operations, but it's more than that. So appreciate it. Teresa, another one?
Man, hearing all this news remind me there's so many things going on in my life. I couldn't even think about it when I was called. We actually have an investment property also at an agent in my group and a couple of her friends, the four ladies of us. We once in a while will put money together and invest in something. This time we invested in a house in Fort Worth. Actually, it was under contract for a while. And finally, this past week, we passed the inspection, we fixed everything, and we're moving into the buyer going through financing. It's a veteran, so they are having a VA loan. It looks like we're going to go through, and we're supposed to close on the 28th. Actually, I have two closings scheduled on the 28th, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed, and hopefully they will happen.
That's
This
great.
one, heard story about investment houses. I realized, oh my gosh, I have one going on right now too.
Yep. That's
That's
great.
it.
Well,
You.
yeah. I also have a closing on the 23rd. Oh, sorry, 31st of
Oh
December.
my,
Last day. We're
oh
gonna
my.
be doing remote closing because we probably be done at our house in Tiki Island.
Oh,
These were one of my parents' earlier investments, basically 10xing the
oh,
investment from a $300,000 property to $3.6 million property.
wow.
So, and of course, cash flow over the years. So, just looking. I was going back through the deeds, and I was like, how much would they buy this property for? And I was looking at the sales price and looking at what we're able to get. So just
It's good
amazing.
that you got commission from your parents.
I don't know.
This
Right now it's
video
going to
is
mom
live
first.
streamed to all your social media, Daniel.
It's all right. It's all right.
Awesome. Awesome. Congratulations.
So money is hard, and yeah, Yen, you got something? Your hands up.
Yeah, I just want to say it's good to see everyone. Good morning, everyone. And I thought trying to share some of my big win and reflection on this year. And I'm just very thankful to Daniel and Kelvin for building this team together and giving us a place to have fun while we grow and make a living as an agent. So there's so much more to say than that, but I'm just really thankful. I want to make that very public as much as I can. I just submitted 2 more offers for a restaurant last night, so I'm looking forward to closing that in the next 30, 60 days, hopefully. And one of the big things, usually I set goals every year. I tend to only make like 20, 30% of those goals, but that's just how it is, right? But this year I want to share something different because Calvin Wong said something that stuck on me even to right now. Make a dream that is so big that you're afraid of it. So what I'm gonna do different is I'm gonna tell everyone what my goal is that I'm gonna lose weight, and you guys gonna see it for this upcoming year. And with the money I make right now, I should have some time to go back and take care of my body again. So again, to get ready for the U.S. Army soldier back in the house. And looking forward to my brother Andy Lum coming this weekend, my Hong Kong brother. So we're gonna have a good time. And at any time you guys need anything, or I don't know much. I don't know much. I don't have much. But if anything, you guys need anything, just let me know. I'll do everything I can to help. If I can't, I can. But if I could, I could. So you guys have a good Christmas, and I wish you guys the best. And let's stay in touch.
Thank you again. All right. Anyone else? I know Tao's been networking, plugging in, travel, like going everywhere too. So I want to give her a shout out and she lets me know like, hey, I'm gonna go to this. So she's keeping me informed of what she's going, and I'm glad that she's networking and plugging in. So, anyone else? If not, we're gonna have Judy take it away. Judy Wang.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. So before I start, just a little win for me. Other than, the different deals working on, finding a restaurant for the client, truck parking, the fitness center, and along with, my own transaction, how on the residential side, the business is slow. But as a realtor, I believe that because we see the market more than, folks that not in the real estate, we see how market is, easier to negotiate now. And like, Teresa and Jennifer and Brendan, that, we still find deals for ourselves. So that's something that, I see it's a win where, you're able to negotiate if you have the capacity to invest and negotiate for yourself. And that create activity, not, you're buying, remodeling or whatever, renting, and then you create that activity that get to know the market even more. And also and I was invited to a builder event, Britain Home in the Fields in Frisco. I was invited to that luncheon by Gabriel. And so but the thing, right, when he sent me that, he sent me the invitation, I believe it's on Wednesday or Thursday of last week. And Friday, another friend of mine who's in financial advisor that call me, say, hey, do you do jumbo loan? I say, yes, I do. And then she immediately, connect me with her client, which is now my client, for a jumbo loan, and it happened that deal was in the field of Frisco, where Gabriel invited me to that event. And I came to me last minute that was gonna close, in 5 days after I get the deal. I was like, there's no way that can get a loan in 5 days. But then, so they need extension. So they having trouble with that. And then I happened to be at that event and met with the salesperson at the Britton home. And anyway, so it throughout, and they were working with 5 lenders, and then somehow, because I've been talking to them, and then so I now finally get the deal. So just the power of networking, that you never know when the deal is going to come through. And also that, it's just that's my win. So it's exciting where, things are coming through, and where the labor will feel fruit that's coming the result. So so that's my win. But I think on the personal win is I learned how to, and that goes continue with what I'm going to talk about today. It's a little bit of that I learned how to listen. How to listen is a kind of a support, because with my behavior style, that I tend to, when I'm a result driven, solution minded person. So when someone come and tell me how they feel, they frustrated, or they have a problem, and I immediately go to solution mode, and I'll tell them, okay, this is what you need to do, blah, 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 you should do this. But, sometimes, people don't want us to give them what we think that the right thing to do. Sometimes people just want you being there and being supported. And that's the win for me, that I'm learning how to listen and not giving what I think in my opinion right away, because I'm not in that person's shoe. So I think that's a win personally. So I want to share my screen. And let me find.
You have access?
Oh, yes. I don't know if I have access. Let me share. Let me see.
Yeah, give it to you. You got it. We see it.
Okay. Can you guys see?
Yes.
Okay, let me go. So I don't know how much time we have, because the one I have is for a lot of this profile. Is that, or do you want me to just go straight to the SMART goal?
I think we can do some disc. I think
Okay.
as the year ends, I think we should.
Can you see properly?
We see your present as a presenter. We don't. So we see that first screen with successful people.
Right. So is the screen is okay for you guys?
Yeah, we see your notes also, but it's fine. It's up to you.
Okay. You see my notes too. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I see the next slide and the notes.
Okay. So let me not do that. Let me do this. This is better.
Okay.
Right. So, so successful people get to go where they want to go because they know where they want to go. Most people don't know where they want to go. And a lot of people are going and being driven by what they think they should do and what other people say they should do, or what they carry in their mind for a long time they should do. And the most important question is, do you ever ask yourself, what do I really want? And once you establish the answer for yourself, and everything you do, decision you make, and everything that move you, that go to that direction, and that's what that vision is. And once you do that, the focus of life will rise up to meet you. This is by Oprah Winfrey. So what that means is the clarity in your mind. Okay, this is what I want to do. So for example, that, in your life, to be a real estate agent, some people, have such passion And everything they do, they can just think of everything. I want to make a smiley face on my sign. I want to, give this gift to, I want to do door knocking. I'm happy to do it. Whatever that you do, because you have such a passion that you know what you want, because this is the journey that you want to take for yourself. And whatever, even it's cold outside, if it's hot, that you was just like Charlie and Alex, that they will do that throughout all year. There's no matter when you see their video all the time, and this is what they want to do. So when you have that clarity in your mind, so I think that's the question that we got to ask ourselves. This is really where I want to do, constantly reevaluating if this is what you want to do. And so I want to then a lot of time, how do you know what you want to do and things like that is understand ourselves. So that's why, I go into the DISC profile. So DISC profile is a behavior assessment where we understand ourselves in different type of behavior, how we communicate and how we think and how we move, how the pace that we do things and how we make decision. And so understand ourselves, and then we can understand other people and the people, your client, your customer, your partners, anyone that even people, in your personal life, that how to interact with other people and to have less conflict and have more trust. And that's important in this business, to build trust with your client and partners. So these briefly, we have, D is decisive, I is interactive, S is stabilizing, C is cautious. And so this is the spectrum of how the characteristic of people, the dominant behavior style, how they are. So for example, like D, if you have very, very high D, you're very demanding, driven, forceful, and then this is, and then if you're in the middle, is somewhere here, and then, if you have a low D, you very mild, agreeable, you don't like confrontation, you can make decisions slow. But high D, because they're so driven, they don't need a lot of information, and they just make decisions. They just go do it. And in this, any type of dominant, high I, high D, high S, high C, you can have a combination of anywhere, any type of spectrum, but there's no good and bad. It's just how you behave. So there's so just this understanding, that's the big part of it. So a lot of realtors have a high I behavior. So they're very sociable, and mostly sociable, enthusiastic, depends on how high you are on I. Can be also persuasive because they're such a gregarious person. When they're talking, they have emotions, you can see they're passionate, you can see that, so that make them persuasive. Oh, sorry, I went. So and so you can see the high I and low I, and the high S is more, they have a steady pace. So they are passionate, they are patient and consistent, but they can't, when you have too much of that, it can be stagnant. They don't like to change because they want to do the same thing all the time. And then high C, who they are very analytical and careful, but you have low C, then you become careless and rebellious. And then low S, then you can see that they who don't care about consistent, who don't care about process and procedures, and they can be chaotic in their life. So, and high D, high I, they can make decision quicker. And high S and high C, they make decision slower because they want that information. They want to see past experience. And high C, they afraid to make mistake. so that that's why they make decisions slow or don't make decisions. So there's no, but high D, if you make decisions too quick, they may run into problems. And high I get distracted easily. And although they can make decision quick, but they said they distracted easily, and then they may end up, again, everyone there's good or bad, and there's no right or wrong or whichever that. But if you want to change, you can change it, intentionally changing that can take usually 5 to 7 years. Doesn't mean that this is how you are today and this is how you are forever. Like say, if you want to change, you can. So the communication style, just talk, I talk about it. I will talk about it briefly. Won't go into all of it because and then we can get to the SMART goal. So high D is like, they can be clear, very straight, direct point, and there's no fluff in talking to them. They just want to get straight to the point. So if you feel like that's you, or that's, understand understand yourself first, and then understand other people. If you feel that that's, when you start talking to your client, they have this type of character, how they communicate, and you see, and then you understand, okay, I may need to get straight to the point. If I start talking, say, like say a lot of realtors, we're high I, and then we want to connect with the emotions, true, and it was very sociable, and then we provide them with ample time to talk, means that we want to talk. We, as a person, a high I, that like to talk about a lot of different things, and then talk about a child, our dog, or school, and this person, that person, or whatever. But when you're talking to high D, they will get annoyed when you start talking about all these other things that's not direct, straight to the point of what they think is efficient, or say they don't want to waste time. So then you want to adjust how to talk to high D, and even high D, you want to talk to high I, you go straight to the point. They feel like, oh, I'm not connected with you. I don't know why they don't feel that emotional connecting. And when you don't feel emotionally connected, they tend to lack of trust. So those are the things that why I think it's important to understand and learn about it. And also high D, in disagreement, don't challenge them personally, but challenge them with logic and facts. So if you start talking about why I did this, what happened, and they don't care, they just want to know what is it, what exactly is the solution minded. So you can tell I'm high D. I can talk very direct, and sometimes I'm lack of that the personal connection with the emotional feelings and things like that. Not that I don't care, but it's just how, when there's business needs to be taken care of, and high D goes there. And so high S is, they're social as well, but they like in the team environment. And so, but with high D, they're patient, they are good listener, and but they have a steady pace. They don't want to go too fast. They just want to go steady. And they are very sincere in when things that they involve in, and allow them to resist change. Again, so they don't like to change. But if you give them change, if once they change, they just don't want to change again. But because once they change, they'll be the change agent for other people, because they feel like everyone needs to be on board, so they don't have to change again. So that's why there's no good or bad of each, whatever behavior you have. You just understand them. And so they don't they want to be respectful all the time, and don't rock the boat, because they don't like to change things. And in high C, they prepare in advance sufficient data, and they're very analytical logic, be straightforward, direct as well, factual. So actually high C and high D, they are task oriented. High I and high S, they're people oriented. So so that's the how you can see this way too. They're very organized and discussion in an orderly manner, and these are pros and cons. So that's how they become analytical, the pros and cons, and they want details, they want information, and how. So if you have a high C client, that then if they start asking a lot of questions and keep asking questions, digging, and sometimes drive people crazy type of questions, and that they can be high C. And that means you have to prepare ahead of time. Learning how they can accept things means they need more information, and just have to be patient and answer all of their questions. And so with high S and high C, when you get into, they say when they want to say they want to buy a house, that's a big step already. And to actually get there, that might take even more time because they just need that kind of information and experience to for them to make that decision. So those are the things that communication, how to understand the different behavior style, and that will help you to just basically understand your client, to have less frustration and for them and for you. So to keep the good relationship. And next, I know I don't have a lot of time, so I want to go to SMART goals. So earlier we talked about, whether some people we doing transaction, and how do we also do agent attraction. So this can be separate goals that you want to have, the most specific. So SMART goals stand for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely. So how specific can we be? And that will help with you. So this is a vision, I want both. Or let's just take one. Just say I want to do agent attraction. What does that mean for me? And how can I get there? And what do I want? If I want to have 10 people, say by end of 2025, what do I need to do to get there? So that is why, and we want to have a time, because that's how, otherwise you just say, okay, 10 people for what, 5 years? Or how then you don't have a specific action to take for you to get there. So that is why we need to be, what exactly do you want to accomplish, and what action do you want to take? That's be specific and measurable. What data will measure the goal? Can you track the goal over time? Means, how do you measure? Say you want 10, you want to get 10 agents next year, but how do you measure it? Means, so first of all, what action do you want to take? Means, so here I have an example, but this is for transactions. Say if you want to grow 20, this can be agent as well. You want to get agent attraction. What do you want to do? And that's being specific of creating target social media campaign, and will run, you got to have a time. That's how you can, what time you'll get accomplished. And then with this time, and then you can measure that within this time, how do I know if I am doing what I need to do to get there? And so attainable is a goal, doable, and then do you have necessary skill and resources? So what that say I want 20, if I don't go out network, I don't go start talking to realtors and whoever I meet or whoever I do transaction with, that if I don't use those skills and resources, that I can't get that goal. By just talking, I want 10, I want 20, it doesn't do anything. and relevant. What's the purpose of your goal? Why is the result important? And this is, what we talked about earlier, to create your why, to create your clarity. Why do you want to do this? And is it, monetary, or is it because you you feel like you want to help other people, or whatever the purpose is for you? I think that will bring you to whenever you have every day, because those activities, those action that you want to do, it may not be your favorite thing to do, but if you have that why that's there, thinking about it, that will push you, motivate you to do those action to get the goal, to achieve the goal. And earlier we talked about got to have a time frame to have that goal. Otherwise, it would just be a dream. You just say, oh, I want to have, whatever, 10 agent, 20 agent, 100 agent. That's just a dream that you want, but you never actually put any time to it. It's not a goal. So here's the example. Grow 20 clients in 2025. So this will accomplish by creating targeted social media campaign, which will begin running in January 2025 on 3 social media platforms: Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. And since this is why, since social media is where people to get information, increase social media posting and ads will ultimately increase sales. So you want to be relevant, because now at times that, that's a lot of people using social media. So, I mean, that's why make it relevant. Timely, relevant, attainable, measurable, and specific. So this is more like, a year, but you can also always make it shorter, have a short-term goal, like within quarters. And then so this could be quarters, after quarters, and you can do a monthly goal, and then you can have a weekly goal, and then become daily goal. So all this, so basically post, and like this one, post 3 a week, and then spend $50 on boosting Facebook ads. Those are your short-term goal. So that will help you achieve this vision, your yearly goal and your vision. So, and in which the short-term goal make it more manageable, motivating, and allow the reflecting and adjustment. So that, if you feel like, well, that 3 posts a week maybe not enough, maybe I can do 4. Or you say, well, I don't think I have the time to do 3. That's okay. You can do 2. And then how we adjust, so that's what the short-term goal is, to help you adjust, but it also motivating. So you don't feel like such a big number that it's so hard, so overwhelming. And so so it's like a elephant, take it down small bite. So that's how you start with the vision, the clarity, the direction you want to go, and then have that vision and break it down to your yearly goal, quarterly goal, weekly goal, and daily action. So that's how you achieve, your vision. So that's what I have.
Thank you, Judy. Thank you for the disc. That's just a glimpse of the disc. If you haven't done your disc profile, please do that. Judy, last year we were doing some disc profile stuff. Do you want to look into that again with me and see if that's something we want to continue?
Sure.
Or I know EXP, on our my.exp, we have a disc tab now that you can click. I haven't done it yet. I don't know if it's a simplified version. I know, Judy, you have a more in-depth questionnaire and stuff like that. Let's take a look at EXP, see what they offer, and we'll go from there. And then, but yes, I think it's very important for you guys to understand your disc personality, and also when you're negotiating with your clients, especially when you're doing investments. If your clients are coming from a corporate world and maybe they're an engineer, they're gonna want a lot of data. And for us as a high I, it's hard. So find your partner that can get those data to work with you or your client. So find that other partner. That's what I would say. Because our goal is to focus on our strengths, and then supplement by having that other partner complement you on those things. So, and that's the naming business, right, Judy? And I appreciate your time. I'm going to hop onto our Top Agent Nation call. That's at 10 o'clock Central Time right now. Cliff Freeman and other leaders are on there. Cliff has over 12,000 agents in his organization. He lives here in Dallas. Great family, great group. So hop on that, topagentnation.com. All right. See you guys. Thank you, Judy, very much.
Bye.
See you guys next week.